What's up, guys? I wasn't planning on filming just yet, but get some audio. So obviously there should be geese or ducks out that way, but when I heard it mimicked from in there, I decided to start running it. It's snowing actually right now, and the sun's out, which is weird. But it's first thing in the morning. The sun just came up. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna drop some gifts. Look at the size of those, huh? Look at that. They come from the water too. But I mean, sweet Jesus. Look at the toes in them too. I'll put a people print next to it. I don't know. Those are pretty big compared to like the foot traffic. Could just be people and it's spread out, but so what we want to do is kind of hang and check in like the sunny spots. I noticed that they like to soak in the sun, and I think it's because they're able to do something similar to, and I know this is repetitive for some of you guys, but a lot of people always ask me what they eat. They don't, Sasquatch, no, I'm not talking about all cryptids, but it seems that Sasquatch is able to obtain energy other ways than through food, through feeding. They're able to soak up the sun energy like a plant. I believe they're able to take from like the power lines. That's why a lot of people see them there, not just the route of least travel. Railroad, I believe, would be a good energy conductor, as well as a path of least resistance. Oh, well, some of these look pretty big because they're spread out. Somebody else was in here. It could very well be the prints from last time we were here. It was only like 2-3 days ago. Sounds like geese. We did get snow last night. Well, it was... Well, I had to see how much we were going to get. But I thought it was over with, but I guess not. It's a big X. I know a lot of people like those. So that's another thing too, like these become conductors of energy, the structures, and that's why they're all connected and pieced together in certain ways. Snaps aren't necessarily like because of size. It's just they snap it so it goes to the next spot, touches the next piece of tree or whatever, almost like you would have, you know, wiring in your house going to an outlet. Those structures being the outlets. That's why I call it, you'll hear me like refer to them as charging stations. That's just me trying to bring awareness to the situation. These trees look freshly clipped. I mean, this one doesn't look fresh, but I don't see it here. This one looks pretty fresh. Looks like there's some, either termites or woodpeckers already got to it. I'm not saying that's the only reason they make structures, but I always wondered, I'm like, this wouldn't keep you. I was thinking in a physical sense in the beginning. I'm thinking like these are wide open now. This wouldn't keep you dry or warm or, I'm like, what's the purpose? What's the purpose of this teepee or, whatever? It wasn't making sense at first. But once you kind of step outside the box and do your own kind of, do your own work, don't kind of just mimic what the kind of bullshit you hear out there, you learn a lot. Trying to put yourself in the situation is always a good thing. But if you think in a sense of like the way we have to consume, that it will make sense. But then we hear of these deer kills and things to that effect, so it makes me wonder again. But I've found, then I got a lesson taught to me about, I would see one clam and then I would see like 100 clam shells, and then I would see one clam, then like a dozen clam shells. And I wasn't getting the message. The message was, we eat these, we like these, but we don't need more than one. We eat 100 or we eat one. We eat it for taste. We like it. What the hell was that? I don't know if you guys heard that. That was something like guttural. I can't even mimic it. So again, see how that tree was brought in? That one's bent into this. So I'd imagine they probably sit here. I think it has to do with the veil activation as well. Hence why when people go into like structure areas, they tend to feel, you'll hear people say zapped. I was told early on, like, stop saying that. Like, from Bubba, he was just like, he put it on me like, that's like a negative term. Like, you're using it negatively, like we're doing something to you on purpose. But, they taught me not to stare too long. Don't make eye contact for too long. I'll get sick. Don't hang around too long. I'll get sick. I'll get dizzy. Or zapped. But it's nothing intentional. It's just we're not built for that. We're not made in a way to handle that. So Last time we were here, there was a set of footprints coming in, and there was a car out the front, and we came in the way that they came in, and when I got out there, the car was gone. That's fresh, but it could have broke. It's just interesting to me that snapped next to it too. Alright. See, things like this have no purpose, so I just wonder what that reasoning is. Look at this. Look, this is brand new. This is brand new. This is where we stopped last time. Just about here. And look at this. Remember we were looking at, right around in here was where those otters or beavers, whatever they were. That's where they were. No, I don't remember. I gotta be careful by this ledge. There's a big drop. I don't remember if this was uprooted, but that shit. Look at this. Look at this. It came down. I wonder if, but it look, it came down and took out this rock section here. That tree is gone too. Look at that. That one's torn down. Look, two of them. Bang, bang. This might be as far as they want me to go. We're gonna respect the boundaries. Alright, we're gonna gift right here. Let's see who's across the river, if anybody. It looks like it's kind of hard to see on the screen. I don't know if it's because of the sunlight or what. I gotta be careful where I put this because it'll just be gone. Saw something move through there. It couldn't have been a shadow. I mean, unless a bird flew over, but I don't see any. Yeah, look at this. This is laid on there. I know a lot of people say this is from bugs, but I've seen like the same designs on them. There's one that kind of looks like a spider. It's interesting, right? It's that one's a little different, but that one kind of looks like New York State if you look at it upside down. If you look at it from this being upstate and then it coming down. Okay. So I can hear something moving around down there in the reeds. Like, it's not loud, but it's pretty big, whatever it is. But it's because it's loud enough for me to hear it. But I don't think it's a Sasquatch. I mean, I've heard people say that, like, oh yeah, like it was so loud. Sasquatch, so loud, it came crashing through and this and that. I might have heard that once or twice in the beginning when I was like super ignorant and probably pushed the limits more so than I should have. And I can't even tell you if it was a Sasquatch at that point because I had no deep connection. I don't even know if it was a bluff truck, but something definitely told me, chill out. I'm not saying it's, off the table, but I've more or less heard them move in silence more than anything else. Heard them move in silence makes not much sense there, but so I want to talk to you guys about doing too much. Do less. When you're out looking for Sasquatch, do less. Do less than what you hear about. You hear about all these things you have to do. You have to find structures. You have to go deep into the woods, and it's all personal. And if the intent is there, I do believe you'll get you'll get your shot. It might take a long time. I walked the same place for 5 or 6 years almost, and didn't get much at all, if anything. If I wasn't noticing. And then bam, it was game on. But you don't have to do much. You just got to be there. Your intent has to be there. Your kind heart has to be there. I suggest gifting because it's a good way for you it'll build trust between you and them. It'll build a communication, and it'll let you know that they're there, because they'll find ways to show you that it was them that took it, or them that left you something back, but other than maybe gifting, or just going out and being there is half the battle. And think about it, you maybe never saw one because, was it your intent? Were you out there looking for one? No, you were out there bird watching, or hiking, or out there with your kid, or fishing, or doing something else, or, you know what I mean? Or hunting, or whatever, but, I just keep hearing, people making it sound like this is impossible. It's not. It's not. So here's what we gifted today. Just 3 apples. They're starting to ripen a little bit, which, that one is. It's not even too ripe. It caught a little bit of heat anyway. And I had a green marble and a clear marble. Sarah pointed out that they were on the ground in the car, so we had a couple extras. So what I do is I always do this. This is just one thing that I do personally. So this tree actually has no snow under it. So this was before yesterday. This one was knocked down before yesterday. Just an observation, sorry. I'll smash one up or whatever and leave it there for the critters. Usually I'll leave it